Welcome to our show, Teacherpreneur. Ang guro di lang magaling magturo, madiskarte din sa buhay. In this video, I will present to you the amended Omnibus Rules on Leave by the Civil Service Commission Memorandum Circular Number 5, Series 2021, which cover the provisions of the Civil Service Rules on maternity leave and paternity leave. Let me first present to you the coverage and definition of terms. Pregnancy refers to the period from the conception up to the time before actual delivery or birth of a child, miscarriage, or emergency termination of pregnancy. Maternity leave refers to the leave of absence for pregnant female government employees for 105 days with full pay to provide them with ample transition time to regain health and overall wellness, as well as assume maternal roles before resuming paid work. Paternity leave refers to the leave of absence for married male government employees for 7 days with full pay to enable them to lend care and support to their legal spouses before, during, and after childbirth as the case may be, and assist in rearing of the newborn child. Additional maternity leave benefits refers to the additional maternity leave benefit of 15 days with full pay on top of the 105-day maternity leave benefit for a female employee who qualifies as solo parent under the Solo Parents Welfare Act of 2000. Extended maternity leave refers to the additional maternity leave of up to 30 days without pay or with pay charged against sick or vacation leave credits. Allocation of maternity leave benefits refers to the option of female employee to allocate a maximum of 7 days of the 105-day expanded maternity leave to the child's father, or in case of his death, absence, or incapacity, to an alternate caregiver. Pre-natal care refers to the portion of the maternity leave of not more than 45 calendar days prior to delivery when female worker may be placed on full bed rest or bed rest throughout most of their pregnancy. Post-natal care refers to the portion of the maternity leave of not less than 60 calendar days after delivery to allow the female worker to rest and recuperate from child delivery, as well as to provide her an opportunity to breastfeed and bond with her newborn child. Permanent incapacity refers to complete physical, mental, or psychological deficiency, disability, or illness which renders a parent incapable of complying with parental obligations as certified by a competent medical practitioner. Government employee refers to a person in government service who, in accordance with existing laws, rules, and regulations, hold public office by virtue of an appointment issued by the proper appointing officer or authority, or by way of election in national government agencies, local government units, government-owned or controlled corporations with original charters, state universities, and colleges. And who can be granted maternity leave? Every female employee in the government service, regardless of her civil status, employment status, length of service, and legitimacy of the child, in addition to her vacation and sick leave credits earned, shall be granted 105 days maternity leave with full pay for live childbirth, regardless of the mode of delivery, whether normal or cesarean. For cases of miscarriage or emergency, termination of pregnancy, maternity leave of 60 days with full pay shall be granted. The female employees shall give prior notice to the authorized officer of her agency of her pregnancy and her availment of maternity leave at least 30 days in advance, whenever possible, specifying the effectivity of the leave. Civil Service or CS Form Number 6 Revised 2020 shall be used in filing maternity leave application with medical certificate. In case the female employee qualifies as a solo parent under Republic Act No. 8972 or the Solo Parents Welfare Act of 2000, she shall be granted an additional maternity leave of 15 days with full pay. Female teachers may also avail of the maternity leave benefits even during long vacations like summer and Christmas vacations, in which case both the maternity leave benefits and the proportional vacation pay or PVP shall be granted. Maternity leave shall be non-cumulative and non-commutative or non-convertible to cash. The enjoyment of maternity leave cannot be deferred, but part of it may be availed of on or before the actual dates of delivery in a continuous and uninterrupted manner. In case of live childbirth, the female worker has the option to extend her maternity leave for an additional 30 days without pay or use her earned sick leave credits for extended leave with pay. In case the sick leave credits are exhausted, the vacation leave credits may be used. Due notice must be in writing and must be submitted to the authorized officer of her agency or the authorized official at least 45 days before the end of the female worker's maternity leave. However, no prior notice shall be necessary in the event of a medical emergency, but subsequent notice shall be given to the authorized official. Maternity leave shall be granted to a female employee in every instance of pregnancy, regardless of frequency. In case of overlapping benefit claims, the female employee shall be granted maternity benefits for the two contingencies in a consecutive manner. The female employee shall be paid only one maternity leave benefit regardless of the number of offspring per child or per delivery. The availment of maternity leave shall not be used as basis for the diminution or reduction in rank, status, or salary of the female employee or termination of her employment. Emergency termination of pregnancy occurs not more than 15 calendar days after the termination of employee's service, as her right thereto has already occurred. However, in case of illegal termination of employment, the prescriptive period of 15 calendar days shall not apply, and the female employee shall be paid based on her salary the full amount of the 105 days for live childbirth or 60 days for miscarriage. For the allocation of maternity leave credits, a female employee may avail of the option to allocate up to 7 days of her maternity leave to the child's father, whether or not she is married to him. The allocated leave is over and above the 7-day paternity leave benefit under Republic Act No. 8187 or the Paternity Leave Act of 1996. In case of death, absence, or incapacity of the child's father, the female employee may allocate to an alternate caregiver who may be a relative within the 4th degree of consanguinity or current partner sharing the same household, taking into account the best interest of the child. The allocated leave may be enjoyed by the child's father or the alternate caregiver either in continuous or in intermittent manner not later than the period of the maternity leave availed of. The allocation of maternity leave shall only be available to the child's father or alternate caregiver who are employed either in a public or private sector. The option to allocate is not applicable to maternity leave in cases of miscarriage and emergency termination of pregnancy. Civil Service or CS Form Number 6A, Series 2020 shall be used as notice of allocation of maternity leave and shall be submitted to the authorized officer of the agency with a filled-out application for leave form CS Form Number 6 Revised 2020 and proof of relationship. In the event the female employee dies or is permanently incapacitated, the balance of her maternity leave benefits, if any, shall accrue to the child's father or the alternate caregiver, subject to the following conditions. First, that the maternity leave benefits have not yet been commuted to cash, and second, that a certified true copy of the death certificate or medical certificate or abstract are presented to the agency's employers of both the female employee and the child's father or alternate caregiver. In case full pay has been given to the female employee, the child's father or alternate caregiver, as the case may be, shall only be excused from work or leave without pay. Such leave without pay by the child's father or alternate caregiver shall not be considered as a gap in the service. Any dispute, controversy, or claim arising out of or relating to the payment of maternity leave with full pay shall be filed by the concerned female employee initially to the head of agency and may be appealed to the Civil Service Commission or CSC Regional Office having jurisdiction over the agency, and to the Commission proper, respectively. The agency shall not hold or delay the payment of full pay to the female employee pending the resolution of the dispute, controversy, or claim. Every married male employee in the government service shall be entitled to paternity leave of 7 working days with full pay for the first 4 deliveries, whether childbirth or miscarriage, of his legitimate spouse with whom he is cohabiting. The first of the 4 deliveries shall be reckoned from the effectivity of the Paternity Leave Act on July 15, 1996. A male employee with more than one legal spouse shall be entitled to avail of paternity leave for an absolute maximum of 4 deliveries, regardless of whoever among his spouses deliver. Paternity leave of 7 days shall be non-cumulative and strictly non-convertible to cash. The same may be enjoyed either in a continuous or in an intermittent manner by the employee on the days immediately before, during, and after the delivery of his legitimate spouse. A married male employee shall be entitled to paternity leave by accomplishing and filing the application for leave form CS Form Number 6 Revised 2020 within reasonable period, like 1 week prior to the expected delivery, except in cases of miscarriage and abnormal deliveries. Approval of the leave application shall be mandatory on the part of approving authority unless the services of the male employee are urgently needed to preserve life and property, in which case the male employee shall be entitled to overtime pay. Any employee who has availed of the paternity leave may be required to furnish his office a certified true copy of his marriage contract, birth certificate of the newborn child, medical certificate with pathology report in case of miscarriage duly signed by the attending physician or midwife showing the actual date of delivery. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell to get notified of future videos, and Thanksgiving raffle here at Teacherpreneur, ang gurong nilang magaling magturo, madiskarte din sa buhay. God bless everyone, keep safe,